I'm back again. It feels good to be in the land of the living. I'm winding down. I'm sitting in the house and I'm watching. I got me a new device where I'm sitting here and I'm just watching movies and stuff. I'm planning when I, come back on this platform because I'm gonna be off the platform for a little while. I can't give you a date. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going into monk mode. You understand? Some people call it solitude, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta clear my spirit out. You understand what I'm saying? So I will be in monk mode for a while. But the whole thing is that, those of you who don't know me, some people call me poet, some people call me prophet. My presentation name is not for sale, because if God gave this name, you can't put a price on it. Take all those names, throw them away. They don't mean anything. The only name I want you to know on this platform is the characteristics of Jesus, the knowledge of the universe of God. And that's the name I want you to remember when I leave now.
How you doing? Very well, thank you.
And so, me too. What I want to read to y'all is a couple things, you understand what I'm saying? So I'm hearing some things, I'm going to try to help you get to where you're going. Because I told you when you walk through life, you need to know what to take and leave behind. And like I told you, I study with many people, you understand? Because anytime I go to a place, even the places that I work with, I study with them people. I've learned. See, when you get to a place where can't nobody tell you nothing, that's arrogance and this denial, and all kinds of stuff. So you don't remain teachable. You understand what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you nothing that you're always right. Then you're in a very, very bad place. You understand? I've been through all those stages, but the whole thing that I want to say, and I'd like to say it now, is like even right now where I work at, the people, you know what I'm saying, they're of a different belief system. When people think I'm there because of the money, I'm not there because of the money. I'm there because I want to learn their way of thinking. And it's like, you come out here, a lot of people want to deliver people. How you going to deliver people if you don't know about the way that they view things and how they see the world? I'm going to be, for 1 second, I'm going to allow this neighbor to go past, and then I'm going to continue with the presentation. So it's like I was saying, so where you see me at, my job is to learn, so I can pick up what other people miss and bring it back to the people and show them, that they can take this and apply it and give themselves a better life. But what I ran into today, is and it's funny, it's not just a coincidence. I ran into, people that were telling me and they were thanking me for my platform, and they were talking about, they wanted to go into the conversation about how they don't like the church and what's the matter with the church. And what I need to tell you, and I need to tell you all this right now, just like you go to any belief system, things are fallible. But the whole thing is that if you don't like the way the church is teaching, and you say that you possess the truth, what you need to ask yourself is, why didn't you take it in there to them? Because what you got to understand, the church is a hospital. It's a place where people go that are spiritually sick. They're not there to show you how right or wrong the world is. They're trying to fix their own lives. So, and that's what you call a coward spirit. You have come to a coward spirit to where it's like you got a lot of people talking. What are people actually doing to make a change in the world? Are they standing behind some type of organization, whatever, appearing that they're doing things right, but yet you running with the devil? You understand what I'm saying? And so I wanted to just throw that out there. And another thing I wanted to say, and I'm going to use myself as an example, is the scripture that says, obey the authority. And there's no authority except from God, and authorities that exist. ordained by God. And so that scripture went, back years and years ago when I was on Living Right, they would send me a parole officer. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell you your perception on how you look at things has to be changed. When you actually come to a place to where you want to actually change your life, your perception will change. And so I had this parole officer that would show up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to get mad at this woman. You understand what I'm saying? And then I violated my parole a couple of times when God said, well, look, we're going to let you max out. But God showed me later is that when them people were showing up, them people were actually angels. See, because the reason why that perimeter was put in my life for me to be in the house at a certain time, because God, I went to the judge that, I had my behavior in check, but my behavior wasn't in check. That's why I wound up, I didn't wind up getting hurt out here or anything, but I wound up being able to get off parole because I didn't want to do right. So God said, but look, you don't want to do right, we're going to just let you max out. But when people are there as boundaries, anytime you see a person that's always talking about, well, a person's a snitch, or this and that, or they're scared of police, that's a big message, because like I told you, communication is 25% talking, and the other 80% is body language. But when you see people do that, that lets you know they're not living right. Because if you live right, you shouldn't worry about the police. And then what you have to always understand, we need to thank God for the police. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying that out of all too for my grandkids. I'm saying stuff for my grandkids, and I'm saying that for any children that are growing up, and any people that are trying to forge, you have to make the decision that you want to do right, because if you really look at reality, you understand what I'm saying? If them people were moved out of the way, you understand what I'm saying? People knew that boundary didn't stand their law. Some of these people that you're walking down the street would come in and rip your family to pieces. That's exactly what they would do, because that's what's in their hearts. You know what I'm saying? But because they know that boundary exists, they don't cross that boundary. So that's the last message I'll be giving out for a while. And I hope that, what I'm saying, the things I'm saying are helping people become better people. And that's all I want to do. I'm not out here chasing money. That's not what I do. And I work from a kingdom mindset anyway, because that's what God is doing. God is providing everything that I need, and according to His riches and glory. That's exactly what He's doing. So, if nobody told y'all they love you today, I do. If nobody told you they love you today, I just thank you, good. Somebody be done.